This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so what are the things we discussed, guys? We discussed, how to download and install IDE and all, right? So Shashikala, Rami, I believe you guys have done already, right? Yesterday,
Yeah,
whatever I showed the day before yesterday,
yes,
correct?
yes. Yeah.
So, Rami, I can't hear you. I'm assuming you can hear me and see my screen. Okay, so what I told, once you install IDE, you will get an icon here, correct? So that means your IDE got installed successfully. Same thing in Firefox also. So Firefox also you guys have done it, right? Okay. So once you click on this icon to open this IDE, you have to click on this icon. So once you click on this icon, you can see this window. Welcome to the Selenium IDE. Correct? So here you have to create a new project. Or if you already have some existing project, you can open it also. Or record a new test in a new project also you can create. It will ask you to write the project name and then the test case name. Okay, and here it will just create a new project first. Let me click here, create a new project. So it's asking me, give me some project name. Any project name you can give, whatever the project you are working on. So think about, I am working on something called say bolden.com. Okay, I want to automate this way. Okay. So this is my project name, you can give any name. So can you see here the project name gets created? If you want, you can edit it also. You click here, and if you want, you can edit the name also after creating the project. Okay. Now, next is here you can see this is test. So this is called test suite pane. Here you can see all your test cases. Okay. Here you can create one by one test cases. It's showing untitled. Once you try to save it, it will ask you to give the name. That time you have to give a proper name. Okay. Or you can directly rename it also. Rename. So instead of untitled, you can give test case one. Okay. So see, this is the name. Now this is the run button. Run all test. If I click on this run, it is going to run all the test. There might be multiple test cases. See, this is one test case one. If I click here, you can create one more test case two. Correct? There are two different test cases. If I click on this run button, it is going to run all the test cases. If I want to click this run button, it is going to run only that test cases, whatever is selected. Correct? Now this is the timer. You can run your test case how fast and how slow you want to run. You can decide based on this. Okay. This is the breakpoint. I'll show you. This is the pause. This is the record script, and this is the pane where you are going to write your test cases steps. Actually, you don't have to write. Whenever you click on the record button and you perform some operation, it's going to record one by one. What is the command? What is the target? What is the value? Target means in which element you want to perform the operation. I told you go ahead and click on this button. So you have to tell Selenium, right, to click on that button. How he is going to identify that button? Okay, the identification mechanism will be in the target field, and value will be nothing for button click. But if I tell you go and type into this field some XYZ or your name, then value will be your name, and target will be which field you want to type, and command means what operation you want to perform, means type. Like, so you will see it's going to automatically perform all this operation. So what I'll do, I'm going to automate this web page, demo.bolden.com/gmo post. Okay. In this web page, it's a very simple web page, so I'll just show you before I start. If I click on enter GM online button, okay, if I click on about GM online button, it will take me to this page. It will show you what are the things and all. The site incorporates the following technologies, what are the technologies they have used and all. This is just a demo web page. Then if I click on B browser test, it will tell you what are the browsers is supported by this website, what are the browsers you can open and all. Okay, so Netscape, Internet Explorer, it's using Java, ActiveX and all these things. Okay. If I click enter GMO online button, okay, if I click here, it will take you to this page. Here, can you see different products name? And this is the ID number of the product. Here, this is the unit price. Unit price means price of the one product. Here is the order quantity. What is the quantity of each and every product? How much quantity you want to order? So for example, I am entering here I need 3 quantity, here I need 4 quantity. Okay, it's not like every product I want, it's up to me. Okay, then if you click reset form, it is going to reset, it will set the 0 again. Okay, this button. Again, if I click place an order, then it will take me to next page. See, these two product I gave some quantity, right? So this is the unit price and it's calculated 3 into this, 4 into this, and this is the price. Total price is this much. This is the sales tax, this is the shipping and handling charges, and this is the grand total. Correct? Now you can proceed with order. So you will be in this page, billing information page, where you have to enter all the billing details. The name, then address, and all these things you have to enter. Okay, I am not entering right now. I'll enter it. Then from here I will be selecting some card. Any card you can select. But I will be selecting MasterCard because I know if I select MasterCard, I have to give 16-digit any card number, it will proceed. Okay. Then once you click this button, you can type here also, or if you click, it will take the same value. Billing and shipping at the same end, and place an order, that's it. It will be place the order, it will show you the summary page. Okay. Now it's showing error message because I have not entered correctly. Zip code should be 5-digit, phone number should be 10-digit and all. Okay. But that is also our test case, right? If I don't enter the value correctly, it should throw me an error, how to validate and all these error. So those things we will see in details in WebDriver. In the IDE, we are not going to spend much time on all these things. Okay. So let's go ahead. Yeah. So I have to start my recording. Click record. As soon as you click record, can you see it's asking me enter the base URL. Means which URL you want to perform this operation. Correct? So I'm entering it here. demo.boldland.com/gmopost. This is my base URL. Start recording. See, can you see it's opening this browser with this URL. Now what I have to do, see here you can see in the bottom of the right side, Selenium IDE is recording. And it's saying this window is recorded by Selenium IDE. Okay. I have to click here, enter GMO online. So let me click. It came to this page. If I go to my IDE, can you see it's recording? See here, it is always the base URL, not /GMO post, only demo.boldland.com. That is the base part of the URL, right? So you, like I told you, www.facebook.com/homepage. So your base URL is facebook.com. Homepage is not a part of base URL. On the top of base URL, you have homepage or /photos page /this page and all settings page. Correct? So here you can see always the base URL. Here you can see the remaining part of the base URL, whatever you need to attach along with it. Set window size. I mean, this is what is the window size. It's just capturing. If you want, you can delete it also later. Now next, what I did, I clicked on that button. Can you see? It's clicked. So what operation I performed? Click. So it's taking click. And targeted means which field I want to click. It's saying name B equal to B submit. So this is the name of the button. Right? All of your names are here different. So I can identify all of you by your name. Right? If you want, you can change that also name that I'll show you. Anyway, it's clicked on that button. Okay. Now what? I need to type some quantity. 4. See, it's entered. Type 4. First it's enter click because I clicked with the mouse to put a focus, right? If you delete it also, it will type that field 4. Got it? Here. I typed 4. Now say in this field I want to type 7 or 6. Okay, can you see? Type 6 here. See the difference. This field, first field is identified by quantity tens, second field is quantity glasses. Okay, this field is quantity tens. This is the tens product. This is quantity glasses. So from where he is getting the name? Is he capturing from the UI? No. He is capturing from the DOM structure or HTML structure from your page. I'll talk about it. You will get to know how to read that HTML structure, how to write. You don't have to depend on anyone. There are some tools, right? IDE is automatically generating, then inspect element, and all these things will help you, to get the attribute, XPath and all. But I'll teach you, I'll show you, you can do it by yourself. You don't have to depend on anyone else. Okay. Now, okay, I have entered. Now place an order. So I'm clicking, right? Say again, click, we submit. After clicking on this, I am clicking on again this button. See, again, click, we submit. Now can you see two buttons names are same? Now, will it be an issue if I run? Will it get confused which button to identify? Because this button name, they have mentioned the button name as submit button. Will it be an issue while running? Yes,
No,
exactly. Yeah, Shashikala.
because the sequence differs, right?
Not the sequence. The thing is, in that page, this is the
Submit
only
is there.
button with this name.
Exactly. Yes. That's what I was meant about sequence because that submit is for that particular page, and the rest to
Yes.
submit is for the different pages. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So if that page that is unique, it's fine. It's like in your batch, I can call you by your name because there is no other person with the same name or duplicate name. Other batch there might be another girl with the same name. That also I can call by the name. But if both of your names are same, then it will be confusing. So same way, if a new page loads, the background HTML structure also get refreshed. So that will be a completely new structure. Okay. Anyway, those are the internal things. We'll talk about all these things. Don't worry. Okay. So these two buttons I clicked. Now let me enter the name, address BTM, city say Bangalore, state say Karnataka, zip code you have to enter 5-digit zip code. Okay. Phone number 10-digit, email ID. Okay. Something I am entering. Okay. See, whatever I am entering, he is identifying as type, and he is entering in all these fields. Can you see? So he can trigger what operation I am performing. If I am clicking, he is identified as click. If I am typing, he is identified as type and all. Okay. If once I open the browser, he identifies as open. Here I need to select say MasterCard. Can you see he identifies as select? Means you are selecting from some drop down. What you are selecting, which field you are selecting, right? This field, from this field you have to select. What you need to select? I need to select label is MasterCard. If you select Visa, it will say label is Visa. Okay, so all these things when we'll write in WebDriver, that time you will get to know it's nothing. Okay, we'll see how to read those values and all. Now here card number, here you have to enter 16-digit card number. Expiration date 12/20. Ship to. I want to ship to the same address. Yeah. 1 second, guys. Yeah.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So I clicked on this. So if I go back here, so you can see click name equal to ship same as bill. Okay, he clicked on this button. Okay, I'll talk to you. Okay, just for after that place an order. So that's it, done. Okay, now let me stop the recording. So this is my whole flow. So first what I did, I opened the browser and I set the window size or maximize it, whatever. I'm clicking on this button and all. Okay, so these command, what you can see, if I select this line, you can see the corresponding value here. If I select type, you can see the corresponding value here. In the logs, you can see the logs. Okay, what about the logs it's generating? Okay, so what will be the log file, size, what is the result of your pass fail status, everything you can see it here in the logs. Reference tab, you can see the reference of the command, whatever you are going to select. Now see, I am selecting open. Reference open. What I need to pass? I need to pass the URL, right? URL, the URL of the to open means which URL you wanted to open. You actually don't have to pass. When you record, it's automatically does all these operations. But for example, you need to enter something. If you want, you can also write your own. You can also enter. Okay. Click. What I need to do, I need to click. If I go here, click locator. Means I have to pass the locator in which button or which field I need to click. Got it? Then type. What I need to do? Type. First I need to pass the locator, means which field I need to type, value, and what value I need to type. So see, that's why this field I need to type and this is the value. You can just order. I'll and show you. So you basically want to modify your script, right? That also we can do. Okay, I'll show you. Then this is the different operation whatever you are going to perform here. Say select class, you have to pass the select locator, then option, which option you need to select. So this is the reference step through which you can get the reference, what value and all you need to give. Now why it is required, right? Whatever just now she told, in case I want to order something by my script, then I have to write, right? I have to type in this field, click into this field. Now how to identify those fields? Okay, so using that I can identify. Okay, so these are the different operations I have performed. Now let me run my script and see. This is the run button. I can click on run. See, this is entered 4, 6. See, I can make my script runtime very fast also. Can you see? I just made it fast. Okay, so it's done immediately. Now if I run, it's very okay. In the logs you can see all the logs of each and every steps. Okay, what time, what steps run and all. Okay, in case there is any failure, it will show you fail. Test case 1 completed successful. If I run the test again, this log will be there, new log will get generated. But better to clear this log then. Clear log, see. Okay, now see, I am running first and clicking on this run button. And it is running too fast. Okay. Even in the runtime also you can make it fast and slow if you want. Got it? So this is how you can record and all. Now if I select some line, just think about it. This field, address field, if I select, I can see the corresponding things here. So this is the command, right? Type. This is the target, means which field you want to type. Got it? If I click on this drop down, it shows multiple options. See, here I have identified my name. It's automatically recorded. Then CSS selector, XPath, and there are a lot more other things. Okay, I'll show you here. It's automatically generating. In WebDriver class, you can write it. I'll show you. Okay, this is the first class, so I am not telling you all these things, because these will be the very basic stuff, how to identify element, and that will be your main task. I tell everyone, if you tomorrow also, if you are going to learn a new tool, okay, all this tool to type the function name might be typed, click function name might be click, or function name might be, to type function name might be say enter text. In Selenium WebDriver, function name might be, function name is not might be, function name is send keys, right? To type some things, function name will be different. So that you don't need to know. Whenever you will be working on that tool, it will be mentioned in the documentation. But what do you need to know? Okay, I want to type into this field, how to identify that field. You need to know how the tool is identifying that particular field. Once that is clear, that's it. No one can stop you. You can automate any web page, because all of you will be working on different projects, right? I can't go and sit with your project and show you how to perform the operation each and every project. Today you will be working on some project, after down the line 6 months you will change the company, you will work on another project. But funda is same, how to identify the elements in this project. There are lakhs of URL, but I can automate any URL. So it's not like if I show you one URL, you can automate only that. You can automate any URL. If I show you how to click, you can click on any object, any URL, any object you can click. So what you need to know? Function is same click, but you need to know how to identify that object to click. Okay, so that part is important. So I'll take a details class on it, how Selenium identifies the object. And as I told you, I'll show you, I'll select any single object and I'll show you I can identify it 20-30 different ways. All the possible ways I am going to talk about it. Okay, it's like if I want to identify a particular person, how can I identify? I can identify by his name, height, gender, Aadhaar card number, SNN number, PAN card number and all, right? So in this I have to select what I need to use. Definitely no one will go with the height and weight, right? Because with the same height or gender, with the same height there might be lakhs of people. That will not be unique, right? So we have to decide, and don't worry, I mean it will be very easy stuff how to decide which object to identify and all. Okay, so this is the object identification mechanism. They have showed 4 different ways they have selected. I can select any one also. If you want, you can change also. And if I run, now let me run a little bit slow and run it. See, it's running very slow. Can you see? Because I make it slow. In the runtime itself, if you want, you can make it fast also. While running your script, you can make your script run faster. Can you see it's entered into that field and completed? Which field? This field, type. Because I selected another way. Like I told you, you can identify anyone by Aadhaar card, PAN card, driving license, right? All these things are same. You can identify anyone uniquely. As soon as you can identify someone uniquely, you are fine. Now, when I click on this button in the first page, think about it. It identifies as B submit, name equal to B submit. From where it is taking name equal to B submit, right? So I'll just show you, and later definitely in details I'll show you. If I right click on this button and if I go to inspect, it will show you all the attributes of this button. These are the attributes. Can you see name equal to B submit? Can you see the name B submit? It captured the value from here. So these are all the attributes of that button. Type equal to button. So there are other 2 buttons also, right? So all the button type might be button. So he's not identifying as button. Like I can't identify you by your gender equal to female, because you both are there, right? So that is the problem. He will automatically identify. I'll tell you how to identify. Now you can see this button name is B submit. It might click on this button also, right? Or this button also. So let's see. Let me identify. Right click, inspect again. See, this button name is B about. Can you see the names are different? As long as the names are different in a particular page, you are okay. In the other page, if the same button is there with the same name, no issues. Because when you go to the next page, the old page DOM is gone. It is a new DOM structure here, you can Okay, so this is the way he is identifying different objects. Clear? Now, for example, I want to, okay, think about it. Name is quantity tens, right? Here I am entering quantity tens 1, 2, 3. So is there any name quantity tens 1, 2, 3? No, right? I randomly entered some value. So it should fail at this line. Correct? Are you able to follow? What's your name? Manjunath. Okay. I'll share the recording. Don't worry. So I am clearing the log and let me run. See, it's not entering. See, can you see this line number 5? This progress bar. He's trying to identify quantity tens 1, 2, 3 because there is no field or no element. These are called web elements, whatever you can see in the web page, with the name quantity tens 1, 2, 3. So he's trying to identify. So there are some internal time limit, I think 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, he will try. With 30 seconds, he is not getting, he will throw you an error message. See, fail, implicit timeout. Okay, it's timeout after 30 milliseconds means, sorry, 30,000 milliseconds means 30 seconds. So I'm not able to identify this field. That's what he told. Why? Because I changed the name. Now, when you run your script, that might happen, right? Now, why it might happen, though you have recorded? It might happen that in the next build, due to some reason, developer changes the name or property of that object. They simply can't change. There should be some reason. You can ask a question. Earlier name was like this, now name like this. My scripts are failing. What is the reason? Okay, it's not a game key. This build, that name, next build they will put some other name, right? There should be some reason, some business reason and all. Okay, so for example, some reason they have changed the name. Now you need to rectify it. How you need to rectify? First, you have to see why it failed. This object is there or not. You can select it, and can you see here? Find target page. I clicked on the find target page. It's not finding. See, I am selecting next one, quantity glasses. This is present, right? I am clicking on find target page. Can you see it's highlighted? Did you guys notice? I will show you again. So I am selecting, okay, this line and find. Can you see it's highlighting this field? So it's able to identify this field. But if I select this, see, it's not highlighting, it's not finding. Because either something wrong, by mistake you typed something, or maybe it's changed the name. Previous build it was quantity tens 1, 2, 3, now it's quantity tens. So you have to modify your script, right? How to modify? To modify your script, here can you see that arrow mark? Select target in the page. Correct? Click here. See, it is saying select an element. Okay, in the URL. So I'll move my cursor. Which one? Here. I want to select. Just select it. Can you see it's got changed quantity tens? Okay, so he is automatically rectified it. How he is doing manually, I will show you everything. Don't worry. Okay. Now
Abhishek, I have a doubt over here.
Yeah, ask me please.
See, this is one such test case where the target name is changed and this is getting failed. For example, the same target name I would have been used in some 3 to 4 other scripts also. So how do I uh, uh, search for this and then replace it by the proper name, or should I have to go page my test case by test case, then identify why it is failed and then replace it? Is that the way
Yes,
it works?
as I told you, IDE they have again recently launched, right? It was not supported earlier. I mean, initially it was supported. After that, they stopped supporting, right?
Huh?
Remember IDE?
Yeah. Please go ahead. Understood.
They have recently launched it again. So as of now, there are some very basic functionalities they have implemented. There is not much things available that at one place you can change everywhere.
Okay.
Okay, but definitely in WebDriver, I'll talk about something called concept called object repository and all. How can you manage all these things?
Okay. So
So if
in
you
this
go to
IDE,
the
we
WebDriver
couldn't
first,
so in this particular IDE, we will not be able to do that
yes,
particular
in the
operation.
IDE you will not be able to do it
Okay.
because they are not giving us any option to write my scripts or all.
Okay.
WebDriver, what we can do, we can store it inside some variable, that object and that element, and I can use that variable everywhere. In case there is
Oh.
any change, I'll change in that variable.
Mm-hmm.
So same way I can, this is the way we can modify it in WebDriver.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
But here you can't do. Okay, so this is the way you can modify. Now think about it. As you asked me, you want to enter some other field here. Okay. Okay. After modifying this field, for example, I need to check whether after modifying it is correct or not. So why should I run the whole script? I just need to run only this line, right? To run this line, you select this line and press X. Okay. So I'll show you. See in the log, let me clear the log. I'm selecting this line and press X. See, can you see it's entered 4 here? And see in the log, it executed only line number 5. So if you select any line and press X, it is going to execute only that line. See now in this field 6 is not there. I want to execute only quantity classes. Where is quantity classes? This is the one, right? See, there is no values. So let me select it and press X. Can you see? Okay. Okay means pass. Here also you can see it's entered 6. If you want to execute only that particular line, instead of executing the whole script, you can just press X. Okay. Now, come back to your question. I want to enter here some value, maybe hiking boots. So enter means type. That you need to know. I need to type here something. Where I need to type? See, I can't put it anywhere. When I am in this page, then only I have to put. If I go to the next page and I am trying to put into that field, he will say, element not found, right? He will give you an error message. Basically, before clicking on submit button, I need to do it. Or maybe let me do it here. Right click on any line, insert new command. If you click it, it will insert a new command before that line. Okay. Okay. It will insert a new command before that line. In this line, what I need to do? Type. For example, you don't know what is this type command. You go to the reference tab, right? I showed you. First, you have to pass the locator, then value. Locator means I just showed you. With the help of this, you can identify. Let me click here. And maybe this one. See, don't highlight this thing or whole thing. You want to type inside that. So highlight it properly. Only that field. And click. Can you see? It's updated the locator. Then I want to type the value 10. That's it. So I need to verify. Just select it and press X. X. If I go back, it's entered 10. Means okay, whatever I entered this time is fine. Okay. So, and if in case anything failure, can you see here the failure result? There is total 1 run, 1 failure. And in the logs, you can see all the logs, whatever we are doing. Whenever we are running, it's running the scripts and it's showing. Okay. So these are the things. At some particular point, for example, this line quantity times 4, I don't want to enter. So normally what we do in the program, comment it out, right? Here, if I select it and here, can you see EnableDisable Command? If you click it, see, means it's commented. Now it is not going to execute this line. Okay, let me run. It's entered 6 and 4. Can you see? Not entered 4 because I have commented it out. 6 and 10 it's entered. That's it, done my execution. Okay, so clear how to identify some button, how to find some element, how to select some target field if you want to modify, and all these things you can do. Okay, this is the way you can record a script and you can do some operations. Okay, and here let me create one more test cases, or as I told you, test. Okay, now it's showing. So this is test case 1. The test case 2 also, if you want, you can create some other things and all, but you have to perform on this URL, because in a single project you can't use multiple URLs, right? So on this URL, your base URL should be same. On this base URL, it's going to run all this one by one. Okay, here what I can do, there is one, see, if I click here, can you see I can see all the available comments, whatever the comments available. Now in case I need some command apart from it, okay, what I should do, in older IDE version there was an option, you can write your own command and you can insert it here, but in this IDE this option is not yet available. Okay, the new version of IDE, they might definitely they have some plan, otherwise why should simply they release the IDE version though it is very old. Okay, because IDE is the tool through which you can do some recording, so they might have some plan that. Okay, anyway, we check all these things later. So let me see, there is one command called echo. If you type, it will show you all the list. Echo. So echo means basically the print statement. If you have to print something, it is going to print. Okay, say how are you. If I select and run it, so it's printing echo how are you. Okay, so echo is basically nothing but a print statement. Here, with the help of echo, you can print anything. And in the script, whatever you have entered the values, if you want, you can change the values also. Okay, any values, like I can select this, and here I want to, instead of BTM, I want to select electronic city. I can just put EC, I can change the value. If I run my script, it is going to select this. Okay, and one more thing, clear till now? Any question? Akhila, Sirisha, you joined little late. Clear?
I'm not clear, Abhishek. I joined late, right? 20
Yeah,
minutes late.
that's right.
That's why.
So what I did, I'll just tell you the high level. Okay, and I'll share the recording also. You can go through it.
Yeah.
If there is any doubt, you ask me. Maybe I'll explain you again
Yeah,
sometime.
sure. Next class I will ask you. Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe after the class or before the class, you just let me know. We can
Yeah.
sit for 15 minutes.
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
sure.
So we did nothing. Basically this is the record button. We clicked on the record button and we did the recording and we stopped the recording.
Okay.
Okay, that's what we did, and now I am modifying some value and I am showing different options. Okay, I'll share the recording, don't worry.
Okay. We don't have to enter the manually command and target
No, you
value.
don't have to
Not
enter
just
here
the required.
manually.
Okay.
ID, you don't have to do anything manually.
Okay. Just we have to press the record button and we have to go through
Yes,
that.
yes,
Oh,
exactly. You press the record button, you open the google.com, type something, and click on the search button, stop the recording, and after that you click on the run button, you will see the same thing is happening.
okay.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So these are the things. Now in some page, for example, maybe in this page, okay, right click. Okay, one more thing. Okay, this is comment uncomment, so I can uncomment it also. Okay, now this thing is going to run. Now here, can you see something called breakpoint? If I click here, here, if I click here, see, it's entered one breakpoint. Can you see this arrow mark? Breakpoint means your script is going to run and stop at that point. Breakpoint normally we use for debugging purpose. For example, your script is not running after line number 6. So you have to stop your script and check why it is not running. Or in multiple lines, you can put a breakpoint and you can check your script. If I click it again, it is like disable breakpoint. It is disabling. Can you see it's disabled all the breakpoints? Again, if you click, it enabled where the breakpoints are. If you want to remove it, you click it here again. It is going to remove the complete breakpoint from here. Okay. So
If we
breakpoint.
remove the completely breakpoint, it doesn't record it, right? That point.
No, breakpoint we put it after recording. I want my script to run and stop at that point. Breakpoint will only, coming into the picture while you are going to playback your script.
Oh, okay, playback. Okay.
Yes. So if I playback now, you will see my script will stop at that point. It's clicked, enter the value, and can you see? See, paused in debugger means my script is waiting here.
Okay.
If you see, it's not entered 4 here. If I click run button or if I click resume test execution, I mean, there are different options, stop test execution, whatever you want to do. No, before entering. You put into that line, in that line it is stop and waiting for user input, what user want to do. Okay, before entering. Huh? Yes, again we can start. We can check and now see again I am starting. It's continue. Resume breakpoint using this. It's done its execution. Okay, so this is the case, and now here in this page or maybe in the next page, whatever, what I want to do, in this page I want to enter some text. So what I can do, I already told you, right click, insert new command, right? If we do a insert new command, it is going to insert a new command. What I want to do here, right click, I can click on the record button here. Let's stop. Okay, here verify title. Verify title is nothing but is going to verify the title of your page. What is the title of your page? If I go to the reference tab, see verify title, you have to pass the text. What is the title of the page? This is the title. Can you see online catalog? This is the title of this page. Okay, I want to verify. Sometimes you need to verify title is correct or not, right? In some page. So I can just, verify title and I can give the text because they told I just only need to give the text here. So again, if I run, I don't need to run the whole thing. Now you know, you can just select and press X. Oh, it's failed because I am not into that page. So if you come to that page, it is going to work. Can you see it's showing in red color? Because I didn't open that URL at all. That's the reason it's failing. What I'll do, I'll put a breakpoint here and run it. See, now it's passed verify title online catalog this, and here it is waiting because I put a breakpoint, right? I'll remove the breakpoint and stop my script. In case you want to verify some title, this is the way you can verify the title. Okay. Now in this page, insert a new command. Okay. In this page, I want to verify whether this text is present or not. I want to verify whether this text is present or not, right? Yeah. Or you may need to verify some text. For example, I told you login with wrong user ID password. As soon as you enter wrong user ID, wrong password, you will get an error key. Please enter the user ID or password correctly. That is also your test case. You have to verify that text. How to verify? Okay. I click on record button. So this is the recorded window, right? So you select that text. Where is my cursor? Here, correct. You select that text. You right click. Can you see something called Selenium IDE? You will get that option when you are in recording mode. Otherwise, you won't get it. Now see, there are different options: verify text, store text, assert text, and all these things. Verify title, assert title. Can you see? So let me do verify text. If I go back here, can you see it's entered? Let me stop. See, verify text, this online catalog means I am trying to verify whether the text is present or not. Correct. So, okay, let me run and show you. Let me run this. Can you see? It shows pass green color because I am able to verify the text. Agree? And see, here it entered 10. After that, it will continue. Now, here, instead of online catalog, I am entering online catalog 1, 2. Again, let me run the script. It's entered 10, but here it's showing, so it's waiting at the breakpoint, right? So it's showing here red color. Why? Because it's failed. See, it's saying actual value online catalog did not match with online catalog 1, 2. It's saying this value is not matching. Correct. That's the reason the error message is. Now, see, I can copy Control C, Control V simply. Okay, sorry, I have to stop. Control C, Control V. Like this also you can stop, or you can copy paste your code. Instead of verify text, there is something called assert text. Now, the reason I am telling, it is a very important interview question. What is the difference between verify text and assert text? Verify and assert. Okay. Now see, I have entered assert text and here I have verify text. Let me run the script. Let me put a breakpoint here and run. Okay. So it's passed both the cases. Correct. Now what I'll do, I'll change the value in the assert text 1, 2. Earlier I changed in the verify text. Now I'm changing in assert text. Okay, let me stop and let me run it again. Did you guys notice any difference here? Verify and assert.
Yeah,
Hence,
it didn't wait till the breakpoint.
Yes. So the difference is that whenever you use assert text, in case it fails, it will stop at that point. It is not going to proceed. But in case of verify, though it is failing, it will throw you an error message. Your text is not matching, but it will proceed. Okay. So that is the difference. That is a very important question. What's the difference between verify and assert? It can be verify title, assert title, verify text, assert text, anything. Okay. Now, they can ask you the next question. Then which one you are going to use, verify or assert? Why? Then what is the use of verify? So there are two function, means definitely there are some use. It's not like they have time, let's develop one more function. Like, so in case you are getting this kind of questions in the interview, you don't say I'll use this, not this. There's something like this. I mean, since there are two options available, that means there is a requirement for both, right? That's the reason there are two options. Right, Manjuna, are you getting? That means there are two options. So you can say, okay, it depends on the situation I have to use. Like here, see what I'm trying to do. I'm verifying the text. For example, the spelling is wrong, C-A-T-E. It will fail. But do you want to stop your script? No, right? It's not affecting your functionality. You can tell, okay, you verify all the functionality and tell me what is the issue. Later I'll check and raise a bug. So there is no point of stopping here. So it's better to use verify. Yes, but you logged into your bank application. Instead of your name, it shows welcome my name. It's a very critical issue, right? Immediately you have to stop, report it and all. You have to go by assert. No, this cannot be done. It's a very big security issue, right? So depending on the situation you can do. Or if something is dependent on, next script is dependent on the previous one, definitely you have to stop here, assert. There is no point of continuing next. You clicked on logged in button, you need to send an email. So you are, after logging in, you need to check whether you are logged in or not. Logout text is present or not. That means you are in logged in. If it is saying logout text is not present, that means login is not successful. So there is no point of continuing the next steps, right? You want to email, send an email and all, you can say verify, assert, stop. So depending on the situation, you can do it. Okay. This is what is verify and assert. Clear, guys? So what I'll do, okay, any question till now? Anyone?
For the part of exercise, we can use any other website and just have hands on this, right? The one which you have thought.
Yeah, you can use any other web page. That is not an okay, but don't use too complex web pages where there is some, say, what to say, flash application or some element is changing dynamically. You might not be able to figure it out initially, but try some basic and simple web pages, because those things definitely we have to cover. Most of the web pages are dynamic nowadays, that I have to, take the class thoroughly in web developer class after Java. Okay.
Okay,
So I
yeah.
see in ID there, if anything is required, maybe we'll cover some basic things tomorrow if required, anything like verify assert, and then we'll start with, I'll start giving introduction what is Java and all, and we will continue.
So are we going to start with Java classes tomorrow, or how is it?
After ID, if we get a time, yes, I'll give some high level overview what is Java and all, how to install. It depends on timings and your questions and all.
No, because I think for WebDriver, we definitely require some scripting knowledge of Java, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, that's why you need to know Java, then only we have to go to WebDriver.
Okay.
Without Java, how can you start WebDriver? You can't, right?
Yeah.
Once we start Java, it will go minimum 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Then only you can jump into WebDriver. You should be very much comfortable with Java. Okay, core Java part. I am not saying everything, but at least some concept in core Java and all. Then WebDriver will be nothing for you. Okay.
Do like this again.
Okay, fine.